Give me trouble. Yeah, there you go. There you go. We are live, ladies. Welcome here. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It's a Wednesday. Can you imagine today is the first day in July? It's July 1st. And we're so much grateful to God for giving us today. Already 6 months are gone. Yeah, we are half year. We started the other half of 2026, and we'll forever be grateful to God for this day. So I welcome you, everybody, for the people who follow us on our pages. Today I have an amazing guest here. The two both ladies here, one of them just became a coach last week. So yeah, she has all the energy. And yes, we always say in this business we grow.
That's right.
That tells you we are growing. If somebody like me, I've been here for 2 years. It tells you we are growing. And today we have Nancy. I will give her time to introduce herself, but maybe from July 1st, we will be three. Yeah. Three as we move on. Otherwise, my name is McKenna. I was born raised in Kenya, but I live in the US with my family. I started this business 2 years ago, and I thank God for His blessings. And I am also a mom of three. I am a very busy person, but I thank God for this platform. This business is so flexible. That's why I'm still here and doing it. So that's who I am. And I just want to welcome Bernard to say hi to us and introduce herself, and then Nancy will follow. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you, thank you. You forgot to mention that you are also a pastor.
Oh yes, I pastored three churches. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. I am a busy person. Yeah, thank
You
you.
know,
Yeah.
never forget that. That is
Very important.
right. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are watching us from. My name is Bena. I live here in the UK, originally from Uganda, a mom of two boys as well, a nurse by profession, a coach in the digital world, and a proud digital business owner. So I'm so excited because I can see results, I can see progress in my life, in my business. So, that's all I can say. I'm so excited for the future, for myself, for my children. Thank you. Thank you. Back
All
to you.
right. Okay. Thank you so much, Nancy.
Hi, my name is Nancy, a master's prepared nurse and also a business mentor. As you can hear, this business gives us the opportunity to be able to even work our regular jobs and also at the same time be able to connect it with us still running a successful business on the side. So again, I'm very happy to join the team. So I'll be the third panelist here. So welcome and thank you, everybody.
All right. I send the train to you. Yeah. So I live in the rural America, so we have a lot of trains here. So all right, thank you so much. So today we have a very amazing topic. How do I know this business is real? And that is the questions that these are some of the topics that we bring here. These are some of the questions that we hear all the time. I remember like 30 minutes ago, I was talking to somebody who was like, "Oh, I saw your ad. You're Kenyan. I'm also Kenyan. Please, others can lie, but can my sister lie? Tell me if this business is real." And I really understand
I get
all
that
those
a lot
questions.
as well.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, so that is a fair question to me, and honestly, it's one of the questions that we should ask, and especially when you really want to invest your money. It's a fair question for everybody to ask. because it's a great opportunity that you have seen and you want to invest your money, because we always say this business is an investment. So for sure, you really want to know. And again, we live in a world where people have become so cautious, and for good reason. Um, it's good to know, because we have those empty promises. We have those scammers out there. We have businesses that don't deliver. So it's always good to ask here, is this business real? How does it work? And again, I can say that it's not actually a sign of doubt. Yeah, you're still doing your research. So for me, mostly I really enjoy these questions when they come. And again, today we went to walk with you some of the practical ways that you can evaluate whether a business opportunity is legit or not. Because the goal here for us is not to convince you. You know, business, we don't try to convince people. It's not a hype. We're just trying to make you understand that what you're looking for, we have it, because this business, for sure, it's real. So by the end of our conversation today, I believe you'll be able to determine. And these two amazing ladies, I believe they have been in this business because they believe it's real. And I'll just start with Coach Benna to Benna, how can somebody tell that this business is real?
Thank you, Coach. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, this is a question that, most people, I think it is the top questions. The top question that is being asked is the top questions that, brings people to fear anything online. Is what I'm getting into real? You ask yourself, is this real? Yeah, let's face it. There are so many opportunities online today, and unfortunately, not all of them are genuine. That's why you have to be careful what you plug yourself into. That's exactly why I always encourage people to do their own due diligence. So when you connect with us or with any one of us here, we'll be happy to chat to you, to show you all the details that are involved, everything about our business, and decide for yourself, is this real? Whether it's through a phone call or whatever, just connect with us. So that's the first thing I need to say, that, we invite you. Don't just take my word for it, because people just want to hear from you. Just talk. Is this real? We have information, we have videos, we have a platform, we have so many things that you can look at and make a decision, do your due diligence, and then make a decision yourself. So, we go live regularly. Since Coach McKenna, he has been in the business for over 2 years. I started November 2024. We wouldn't be here without, if something was not real, we wouldn't be here. We only encourage you to come and see, because my word, I'm telling you, it's real. You can't just believe my word. Come into the system. We have all the tools. We have all the resources that you need to look at, research, and say, okay, this is real. It is something that can work for me. Let me look further. Let me join and see how it can change my life. And I believe it's important that you get to know the person you are speaking to also before making any decision. So you will also have the opportunity to join our Facebook private Facebook group. There is information. You will see real people, real parents, real professionals, real, everything. Everybody from all walks of life doing this business, all, as a team, focusing on one goal. People who are going to add on to what you already know. And you will see, you also have the opportunity to chat, you have the opportunity to chat to any one of us, one-on-one, not just watching us here on Facebook. So, and see how we started. I myself started skeptical. I started fearful, because I had that question in the back of my mind. Yes, she's probably just saying it because she wants me to join. But I took that leap of faith and did my due diligence. went in, watched the webinar, joined the Facebook group, did my research, you get 30 days before you even decide you want to start and see whether this is something that either resonates with you, something you can do that can change your future, something that is, that you can check out thoroughly and see whether the business is real and legit. We always say here that at the end of every year, when you are in this business, you have to pay your taxes. What more real do you want from that? Anything illegal, you won't have to be submitting your annual tax form to be refunded. So don't just make a decision based on emotion or somebody putting you under pressure. Trust your judgment, do your due diligence. And I believe when you take the time to explore everything properly that we offer, that we will show you, you will have the confidence to decide whether the opportunity is right for you and, see if it can change your life. So in brief, that's all I really have to say is show up, do it.
Show up. Yeah, that's very, very important. And again, I always say, I like what you've talked about. Yeah, we are real people. And especially when somebody, once you pay the $149 and you join the Facebook, you're able to see people post, you're able to explore their pages, talk to them. Yeah. And that's why you can see our numbers are here. Yeah. Maybe, yeah. Our names are here. And yeah, you can reach out. Our pages, if you go, there's a lot of information there. And that means a lot. We are real people and we are doing real things. All right. Thank you so
much.
Yeah. That's really great. So at this time, I want to give boss lady Nancy here, please say something about, make somebody who is out there and wondering, what are these people talking about? Is this business real? Sometimes before we used to show our checks, these days we don't. But most of the time people used to say, that is AI. Well, everything is AI. No, we are real people. So take over.
Actually, thank you very much. So, in fact, one of the things that you've just mentioned about AI had me coming in and recording a video to show people that I'm a real person. Because one of the questions I was getting a lot is when people call me, I just wanted to make sure that it's a real person because we are texting or I'm responding on text. So I even made a video clip a few days ago, just kind of showing people, yes, it's a real person, because everybody is scared about all the technology and how real it looks. So one of the things I like that also Coach Benna said is we all started skeptical because who sees a business and you just jump blindly? Like anything else, we have to investigate. But also we cannot let what made me jump in and decide, let's go. It's because you cannot let fear imprison you, because being cautious is good and it's smart. But when you get to a place where you're fearful and it can hinder your blessings, you can close yourself out because of fear. So it's good to use fear as a tool to get where you're going, but not as a hindrance. So when it comes to a business, the couple of things, I always have a couple of questions that I always go through when I'm looking at any project or any investment. So we start by the first question I always say is there any proven track record? Because you have to check and see, are there other people in this business who are successful? Are their results being seen? So that's usually the first question, where is there a proven track record? And also, are these people achieving anything tangible that can be seen? That's number one. Number two, is there a proven system? Or are you going to start establishing everything from the ground, starting to set up systems to look for, okay, how do I get from step A to B? How do I get customers? Or how does this whole thing work? So that is the second question, where you have to ask yourself, is there a proven system? Then the other question I ask is, are these people genuine? Because nobody wants to start something with people who, of course, you don't trust. And if we were not very sure of what we're doing, we wouldn't be putting our faces out here, because now we have put our credibility on the line when we come up here. When it comes to also, are the people genuine? Do you have support? So, because it's one thing where you can be running your business and you are standing here doing whatever it is, like if it's a standalone business, you start a franchise, even if it's like McDonald's or Wendy's, but you're expected to run that system on your own because it's your business, you run it alone. The good thing about this business, we have a community and we have people. You can see all of us here, Coach McKenna, Coach Banner, all of that, even me, we are all CEOs in our own business. But you can see we are here working together to make sure we are spreading out the information to our listeners and other people who could have questions. So when it comes to this business, one thing that I liked is that there's a proven marketing system that is in place. So you never have to think about that. There's also a professional website and business that is set up and that helps you get everything situated. Then there's also step-by-step training that we have to offer to everybody that we received that is offered to you if you decide to follow this business. Also, we have also ongoing mentorship and coaching. So you'll never be sitting here alone wondering, what do I do next? If you get stuck while you're setting up your business or running it, you'll have a coach and a mentor to support you if you're running your business. So you really have a business as a CEO, but you're never alone. Then does the business have established product? The answer is yes. We work with businesses that have been in existence for many years. One of our partners has been in existence for over 52 years. This year we are celebrating 52 years. So that's an established person in the community, in the system. So we are not dealing with something, a high that comes right now and goes. 52 years, I believe many of the viewers, some of them were not even born at that time. So we system, we are working with a group or a system that has been with partners who have been in existence for a long time. So that is another thing that shows us, okay, establishment and knowing that, okay, this is something that is built to last, not a hype that comes and goes. Then the last, I'm going to be repeating myself when I say my last point, is a supportive community. You can see Coach Benna, Coach McKenna here, and myself, we are working together, though we are independently running our businesses. This shows that we are supporting each other because we all know which each other's customers or mentees need. So we come in here, so we answer all the questions, we sit together, come up with the best topics to make sure, okay, this is what has come up this week. We answer the questions. So there we give the information that is needed so that if anybody wants, they can share this video to somebody and tell them, okay, I had your question being answered. So this is what we do. So again, thank you very much. And that is what I have to say about this. A proven track record. Is there a system that works, and are the people genuine? And that is what we look for, and that is what we have found. Thank you.
You are muted.
Yes, I really like the way you were able to put step by step. And for sure, I would say that's who we are because we have an amazing system that works for us 24/7, 80%. And some people say 90%, depending on where you are, how much you can do. And again, there is so much we get from this business. And for me, I always, when I sit down and think about where I have come from, how much I'm able to do because I didn't have any experience at all, I'm forever grateful because the training, video-based training, yeah, the mentorship, it's just amazing. Unless if you're just there and you just feed yourself with all the negativity, I want to tell you this is an amazing business that is changing people's life. You just need to come and put yourself together and ask yourself, where do you want to be? As we have talked about, today's 1st July. Where do you want to be in December? If you're able just to have that strategy and you have the team, mentorship, coaching, and you definitely get there. So do not. I like what Nancy has talked about fear. Sometimes it's good to be cautious, it's good to be skeptical, but the other day, last week, I think we're talking about health skepticism, whereby, yes, you're cautious, you're like, oh, you're doubting, but don't let that carry you there. Just be fearful, but still move. Keep on moving. Don't allow yourself be stuck forever because you're afraid, because you started a business, it failed before, because you tried this, it never worked. I want to say our support is great. So you can join us today. So thank you so much, both ladies, for your contribution to Wednesdays. Benna, so in case somebody is out there and they really want to check out this business, because we are talking about a real business. We have two ways of joining this business and checking it out. So, Benna, would you take us through maybe our first step? If I want to join this business today and check if it's real, what am I supposed to do?
Right. Thank you so much. So if you are, especially if you are listening to us right now, and you are curious, you want to know how to start this business, you don't know what to do yet. First of all, the first thing that you can do, every person here has their website or their WhatsApp numbers on screen or in their bios. Just go check out the bio. There will be a website that starts with the www. You go into that website, there will be somewhere and they ask you register with your name, your email, and click the small box there. Just tick it and click the Learn More button, which will take you to a site or a video, a short video. I think most of us have the 20 minutes video that will give you an overview of how our business works, so that, when you come out of that and you come to one of us, whoever you have connected with, they are able to explain this business further. At least you will know what they're talking about, and you just basically get some clarification and you decide whether you want to go forward with it. So, and registering and watching that webinar is free. It's a free webinar that can give you an overview, some details about the business before even you commit yourself.
Okay, that's good. So after Nancy, after I register and watch that 20-minute webinar, and maybe I'm more curious, I'm like, hey, I didn't really get everything about this business. What is that person? What is their next step, Nancy?
So there's two things to the second step. The first thing is you can reach out to your mentor or coach and ask them the clarifying questions. I saw this and this I wasn't clear. And while asking that question, the second step that comes in follow-up is you get to pay $149 where you get several hours worth of information. So the first 20-minute webinar that you watched, which was a quick snapshot, gives you information but doesn't give you deep enough details to be able to do a very informed decision. So when you get the first step where you do the 20-minute webinar is to give you an overview where you sit and think, is this something I want to invest in or do I want to know more about? Then after that, then when you feel like, you know what, I think this is for me, then you can get to pay the $149, which is fully refundable even after you've listened to the information. You go listen, you get a deeper dive, and it's several hours where you can watch, replay, forward, rewind, take all the time that you need. And there's no pressure because you're seated there at your own pace. Listen, if you have a question, you can go back and re-listen to it again. It goes into a deep dive and it's several hours worth. That is why you take all the time you need. Once you've listened to that and come to the end of it, because you have taken it several hours, about 2.5 to 3 hours worth of information, presentations, then you can get the blueprint of the business and know how it runs. And at that point, once you get to the end of it, you can decide, I really want to jump in and do this, or no, I want to get my refund. This is not for me. So by that time, you've done your due diligence and you're happy that whatever decision you make, whether if it works for you or not, is you've taken the time to invest, to look into it. And by that time, after paying the 149 and watching the several hours worth of information, you have gotten the deep dive into the business. That is the second step. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
wow. So you hear that. And can you imagine the information I've given you is like 5%. So if you really want to know more, reach out. You guys, we really appreciate you for your follow, for your like on our pages and our details. Check our bios. You can get to know more or reach out. Sometimes when you talk to a real person, you're able to get more information. Otherwise, thank you so much for being here with us, for those who are able to stay, for those who are going to watch the replay. Every blessings, and please join us. Yeah, you don't have to stay out there for long. Yeah, join our team and let's do this. Otherwise, thank you so much. We'll see you again on Sunday and on Wednesday. Otherwise, bye bye for now, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.